my name is Kathura Kimathi and welcome to my channel, Learn Maths with Kathu. So today I'd like us to learn how to express one quantity as a fraction of another, okay? Yeah, so I'd like us to learn how to express the first quantity as a fraction of the second. So this is basically where you've been given two quantities and you're asked to write it as a fraction, okay? So here, what you're supposed to do is that we are supposed to take the first quantity as a numerator and the second quantity, we'll take it as a denominator, okay? And we should always make sure that the quantities that you've been given have the same units, okay? So if you're given two quantities that have different units, the first step should be to change one unit to take the unit of the other quantity, okay? So as long as the units are the same, we are good to go, okay? So as usual, I'll go through some examples. And always remember to leave your answers in the most simplified form. But then we covered the topic on simplification of fractions some time back. I'll leave the link to the playlist on fractions in the description box below so that you're all on the same page. So let's now go through some examples. So express the first quantity as a fraction of the second. 22 meters and 53 meters, okay? So the first thing you should do when you get a question like this is to ensure that the two quantities have the same units, okay? So the first and the second quantities are both in meters, so we are good to go. So how do you express the first quantity as a fraction of the second? So first quantity, we've said, is always the numerator, and the second quantity is always the denominator, okay? So in this case, 22 meters is our numerator and 53 meters is our denominator, okay? So therefore, this number as a fraction is 22 over 53. So the units cancel out, so that's exactly why we need to ensure that they're the same. So let's look at another example. So 60 centimeters squared and 90 centimeters squared. So the units are all the same. They are both in squared centimeters, okay? So our numerator is 60 and 90 is our denominator, okay? So our fraction, therefore, will be 60 over 90. Remember, the units always cancel out. And can this fraction be simplified further? Yes, it can. So when you simplify this fraction, you get 2 over 3. So this fraction will be 2 over 3, which is written as 2/3. Okay, so the topic on writing fractions and as words is in the playlist on fractions that I will leave on the description box below. Moving on swiftly. Let's go through one last example, 379 grams and 1 kg. So do these two quantities have the same units? Absolutely not. The first quantity is in grams and the second quantity is in kilograms. So here I recommend that you convert the second quantity, which is in kgs, which is in kilograms, to grams, so that you can avoid getting decimals, okay? So how do you convert kilograms to grams? So we all know that 1 kilogram is equivalent to 1,000 grams. So here we'll replace our 1 kg with 1,000 grams. So we'll write our quantities as 379 grams and 1,000 grams. So now that we have the same units, we can write it as a fraction. So our fraction will be 379 grams over 1,000 grams. Of course, the units cancel out, so we'll have 379 over 1,000. Okay? So, can you simplify this fraction further? No, you cannot. So you leave your answer as 379 over 1,000. Are we together? Yes, exactly. So with that, we can call it a day. I'd like to stop there for today. Always remember that math is all about practice, okay? Additionally, I'd like to mention that I offer tutoring services. So if you're interested in getting tutored, please make sure you fill out the Google form that I've included in the description box of this video, as well as in all my other videos. I'll reach out to you as soon as possible. Okay. So if you enjoyed the lesson, feel free to like, share, because sharing is caring, and subscribe so that you don't miss any time I upload a new video. Subscribing is free. Yay! See you in 2 weeks' time. Same time, same place. Bye!